In 2006, town meeting voted to request special legislation to create our own Lexington property tax deferral law. The existing state deferral law required municipalities to charge a very high 8% interest rate on deferred property taxes, even though other interest rates were much lower at the time. Lexington's special legislation allows us to set our own interest rate and our own income qualification. Our bylaw pegs the interest rate for deferrals to a published Federal Reserve rate that generally tracks the town's opportunity cost for free cash and generally runs a few points below the prime rate. This keeps deferral interest rates in line with changing economic realities as time goes on. While our program's interest rate is pegged to an objective measure, the program's income limit is not. The program's income limit has been adjusted periodically over the years to meet or exceed what our peer communities were offering. We feel that it would be beneficial to also peg the income limit to an appropriate objective published rate. In a separate program, the state offers senior taxpayers an income tax-based program known as the Senior Property Tax Circuit Breaker. This program compensates seniors whose property tax exceeds 10% of their gross income, with certain other limitations. The income qualifications for the Circuit Breaker program receive an annual cost of living adjustment, which usually, but not always, increases the benefit. The income qualification is the only part of the Circuit Breaker program that this motion refers to. For FY 2021 deferrals, town meeting voted to increase our income limit to $90,000. This matched that year's top income tier of the Circuit Breaker, the tier known as Married Filing Jointly. Program participation rose from 41 households in FY 2020 to 53 households in both FY 2021 and 22. Part A of our motion would increase the deferral income limit for 2024 to $96,000, which matches this year's top tier of the state's Circuit Breaker program. Part B of our motion would peg the deferral income limit for each future year to that year's top tier of the state's Circuit Breaker program. The Tax Deferral and Exemption Study Committee feels that this simplified and objective approach to setting the deferral income limit will assure town meeting that Lexington's deferral program continues to serve the intended beneficiaries and lessens the chance that increases in Social Security or other retirement income could disqualify current participants from the program. Adjustments to our property tax deferral program have always received virtually unanimous support at town meeting. By adopting this reasonable method for setting income qualifications, annual cost of living adjustments will be made automatically without repeatedly bringing it to town meeting. A yes vote will peg Lexington's deferral income limit for all senior households to the annually adjusted Married Filing Jointly income limit in the state's Senior Property Tax Circuit Breaker.